Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this week's vlog. It sounds really strange then, I don't know why. I think it's because I'm tired. I'm going to do that again. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this week's vlog. How are you? Are you doing good? I hope you're doing good. It's currently 10:51, Friday evening. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a spend the day with me. So a spend the Saturday with yours truly. How exciting. But I've decided I'm going to be a little bit sporadic, as I tend to be on these vlogs sometimes. And I've decided to start the vlog now because I'm in a really good mood. I've just got back from, it's my first wedding of 2025, the first of many this year. And it was such a good day. If every wedding was like what it was today, I think I would probably have. I don't actually believe in, when people say like the best job in the world, I don't think there is a best job in the world overall because everybody is individual. But for me, I think if every wedding was like it was today, I probably would have the best job in the world. The couple were lovely. It was one of my favourite venues, but it's just the people you work with. And because I'm self-employed, sometimes I think I forget what it's like to have work colleagues. And the closest I have to work colleagues a lot of the time is when I'm working with a photographer or a production manager or a wedding coordinator. And Gary, the wedding photographer today, and Tara, the wedding coordinator today, I absolutely genuinely love working with them. My eyes are watering. Hopefully that kind of comes across to you, how much I enjoy working with them. It's just an absolute bundle of fun. It's just not work. It's not work in the slightest. But yes, as I was saying, I hope all is good with you. I hope you've had a really good start to February. It's been an absolutely crazy busy start to February for me. It's been very weird, my work, over the past few months. Last year, actually the year before last year, because it's now 2025, the winter of 2023, I had loads of weddings, November weddings, December weddings, lots of Christmas weddings. It was absolutely lovely. Winter 2024, the weddings, just for me, they kind of finished in late October. I had no weddings in November, no weddings in December, which in one way was quite nice because time off, early Christmas, holiday starting vibe. But on the other hand, you need to make money. And you need to make money. And to be honest, I do actually enjoy doing Christmas weddings. So I would have quite liked to have done a few Christmas weddings. Just the whole Christmas, I think, is an exciting time anyway. And twin that with a wedding, and you go to the wedding venues and they've got their beautiful Christmas decorations up. Everyone's in the holiday spirit. It's just, I personally think it's a bit of a vibe. And unfortunately last year, I didn't get to enjoy any of that because I had no winter weddings. The three main jobs that I have in February are all done now. And what is it today? It's the 7th of February. So the first job was on Wednesday. That was an award show in London on Park Lane. Quite a few celebs there. It was the Broadcast Awards 2020. I was going to say 2024. 2025. James Corden was there because Gavin and Stacey won an award. Who else was there? Can't think now, but there were loads of the ladies, not just the ladies, but whenever I see anything about the awful post office scandal, there's always is it Alan Bates, who isn't a lady, but there's a couple of ladies who come to mind that I've seen be interviewed on TV over the post office scandal, and they were there because the Alan Bates ITV, is it Alan Bates? I hope it's Alan Bates because I'm saying Alan Bates, but the ITV production about the post office scandal, that won, I think, 2 awards. And some of these women that I'm talking about, they were there to go and collect the award, some of the postmasters. Because that was in London, I then stayed over at Stewart and Davies because I had a job yesterday, which was Thursday. I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. Okay, and I was working pretty late the night before, so that was a company conference yesterday. And then the wedding today, I get to work with, as discussed, Tara, Gary, and also Gail, hairdresser. Just over the past 3 days, I've worked with some of my favourite people to work with. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to join in on the Instagram fun, I thought it said your name, but it doesn't. But it's AP Compton, ap.compton, I think. Oh. This was this morning at the wedding venue. Some people will recognise it, who I know, one of my favourite venues to work at. Absolutely freezing. When I got there this morning, it was like 4 degrees. So I popped my scarf and gloves on to go and get my establishers at the wedding venue. And then this is Tara. She was putting the lanterns out. I think she was lighting the lanterns because it was that cold. She was running about. Then I thought I'd knock on the window to confuse her. She's like, "Who's that?" And then she spotted me. Absolute legend. There's me. Again, this particular venue has got an absolutely beautiful... I mean, the whole venue is beautiful, but I love where you have the wedding breakfast. And then here's the 3 Musketeers from today. I didn't get a selfie with Gail. I should have got a shot with Gail. There's Gary, Aaron, Tara. At some point tomorrow, I'm just going to give you a bit of an update on this. It's not been a year to the date, but it's been a year to the day, if that makes sense. So this weekend last year, I travelled to Istanbul to get my 2nd hair transplant procedure. So it's been a year's anniversary tomorrow. So I just thought I would chat about that tomorrow, give everybody a bit of an update on the final results, because it kind of is the final result now. I did do a vlog about this about 7 months ago. It's a much more in-depth vlog. So when I speak to you about it tomorrow, it's not going to be quite as in-depth as what that other vlog is about when it comes to hair transplant. So if you're in the market for a hair transplant, I recommend checking out that vlog. You tired? Was she in bed? You in bed? You calling up to say goodnight? Say hi to the vlog.
I can't be in the vlog like this.
Whoa! Morning, Hector. Looks like I'm wearing a toupee, believe it or not. Look at the state of it. I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered. It's just gone 7:45 in the morning. I did think last night that when I got up to bring Hector, I'll show you him in a minute. When I got up, I can't get my words out, it's too early. Come here, come on, okay. Here's the man, here he is. Oh, say hey vlog. Because his haircut, bless him, has been postponed a couple of weeks, it's got a bit out of control. So I'm hoping they don't have to go too short. I can't believe it. I am useless. I just got there, rung the doorbell, nobody answered. Rung the doorbell again, nobody answered. And I'm thinking, they normally answer pretty quick. Got my phone out, checked the text that I got yesterday confirming my appointment today. Saturday the 8th at 10 a.m. It's not 8 a.m. Oh, why did I not read that correctly? I just interpreted the 8th as 8 a.m. But it's 10 a.m. It's another 2 hours. I could have stayed in bed for like at least another hour and 45 minutes. Goodness sake, you're right, Hect. I got you up as well, didn't I? I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Why is he back?
10 a.m, not 8 a.m.
No. So you got to take him back again?
Right, guys, as I was saying last night, it has been a year since my 2nd hair transplant over in Turkey. So I thought I would touch base with you guys and let you know how that is going. 2nd procedure. This area in particular is where they worked on, and they added a bit more into the crown area. When I got there last year, my plan was I wanted them to thicken up my hairline and make it all thicker. When I'm directly under a light, I mean, that's never flattering for anyone, but here, I don't know, it just looks quite fine and fairly thin. And it's a little bit of an insecurity, so I wanted them to thicken all that area up. But after taking a look at my head in person, they suggested that we actually focus on all this area here and if there were any grafts left over, we could plant them there. But unfortunately, there wasn't any grafts left over because they packed them all up here. I say unfortunately, when you look at this before and after, it is so much better. So I think it was the correct decision. But yeah, I would just like it to be thickened up a bit more here. My donor area at the back, considering they've taken nearly 8,000 hair grafts from it, I don't think it looks too bad. Let me just move into a slightly different light. You see what I mean? It doesn't look too bad. After the first procedure, I didn't take any medication. So there's 2 types of medication you can take if you want to prevent or in some cases bring back your hair. So you've got finasteride and minoxidil. Now I did take finasteride, and the finasteride was mixed with minoxidil. However, around about 3 months after taking the finasteride, I noticed that I had a bit of a lump under, I think it was my left nipple. Went to the doctors, they referred me to I think it was the breast cancer unit in Colchester Hospital just to check it. But whilst it was obviously concerning, the doctor wasn't enormously concerned because I mentioned I was on finasteride, and because finasteride, it kind of messes with your hormones to help you keep the hair. It can interfere with stuff like that. He thought it might have been gynecomastia, so referred me, went to the unit, they checked it out, they gave me, what's it called? Is it an ultrasound? I think it's an ultrasound. They put a bit of gel on and put a little scanner, I don't know what it's called. But they checked it out and they said, oh yeah, that is mild gynecomastia. Gynecomastia, hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. I had stopped taking the tablets by then, and they said, hopefully it will just go away. It's a pretty mild case. If it gets more severe, then they can look at doing things. But for me, they said just see if it goes away. Thankfully, it did go away. So I stopped taking the finasteride when that all happened because I was thinking, that's not normal, and I don't want to be upsetting my body if I can prevent it. So I stopped taking that and started taking the minoxidil. But overall, guys, I'll let you be the judge. I put up a before picture. Here you go. Do you see that? That was what I looked like before. And this is what I look like now. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the vlog. Let me just do a bit of camera operation. So I've got a light on, by the way, just to light up my head so you get a true idea of how it looks. Considering I had absolutely nothing here in 2019, and this is where I'm at now. Just trying to get a few different angles for you, give you an idea. There we go. Yeah, I personally, I think that's a pretty decent result. So there we go. That's my hair transplant update. 1 year on from the second procedure. I'm happy with it. I would just like one more. Anyway, hair transplants aside, if you're interested in it, go and check out that 20 odd minute vlog. Hopefully that'll be quite useful to you. I dropped Hector off. Hector is currently getting pampered. He's having a bath. He's having a cut. He's getting his nails done. He's probably having the time of his life. He likes getting his hair cut, which makes me feel happy because when I drop him off, it's a bit like, I can only imagine it's like dropping your child off at nursery. And you do worry about them. I've gone for a bit of a continental style breakfast today, which for me is pretty unusual. I normally, 9 times out of 10, I have eggs every morning, but I fancied not having eggs today. So I've got 2 croissants that I warmed up in the air fryer, plus a banana. I've got some black cherry jam to pop on the croissants, and an extra creamy blueberry yogurt. And of course, you can't have a continental breakfast without some orange juice. I follow the ITV weatherman, ITV Anglia weatherman, Chris Page, on Instagram. And he just put up a post on his story saying that apparently this January has been the warmest January like ever recorded. Bloody freezing. Was it warm? I don't think it was warm. Oh, Hector, you posh little boy. Can you see again? Looking fresh, Hect. Looking fresh. What do we think, guys? Lovely little coat. She does such a good job with you, Hect. You look lovely. She was saying that there was a big Labrador there out in the garden, and it tried playing with Hector, but Hector didn't really want to play, which is unlike you, Hector. That being said, though, Hector, he is good with other dogs. The only thing is, and this does make sense, which is why I think perhaps he didn't want to play with the lab, is if it's a bigger, bouncier dog than he is, he gets a little bit insecure. and he's a bit like, whoa. And I get it, because the lab is quite bigger than Hector, so from his POV, seeing this giant bouncing up and down at you would probably be a little bit terrifying. But he looks fresh. He always gets a nice cut here. My Fair Lady in Colchester. She's very busy. I don't know if she's got any space, but if you're looking for a hair groomer, if you're looking for a dog groomer, definitely get in touch if she has availability, because she always does such a good job, and they're a lovely bunch. Tell you guys what, if there was an award for always running a little bit late, it would absolutely be me that wins it all the time. We're getting into that time of year where my lips really go dry. Last year, it was last year in March, oh my gosh, I did a week in the life. I did a few weddings that week, and I can't think what else I did. But basically, my lips were so sore, it was absolutely insane. Just getting ready to go for lunch. On the way back from picking up Hector. I hate that stuff. On the way back from picking Hector up from the groomers, I drove past this lady that was walking her. It was a French bulldog, I think. And it was walking with a thrower in its mouth, like the actual long thrower, you know, that you put the ball in, you throw it with the thrower. It had a thrower in its mouth. And I've seen like videos on the internet of dogs doing that, but I've never seen it in person. And especially like a little small dog like a Frenchie doing it was quite funny to see. I don't think Hector would be able to. Well, Hector was bigger than the Frenchie, so maybe he could fit it in his mouth. But yeah, that was quite cute. Don't know what I fancy to eat for lunch. I had a pizza there last time, that was really nice. We went there on my birthday. Right, that'll do. On the subject of hair transplants. Not bad, is it, considering I had literally nothing on there 5 or so years ago. Quick spritz. That was a bit too much spritz. Oh, shall I go shopping tonight? I need to go shopping. I'm not going to be able to go shopping during the day tomorrow because I've got a wedding show, and after a wedding show, I always feel, what's the word when you've been burnt out, I think is what I'm getting at. Basically, you know, when you've been talking to people all day and you don't want to do anything, you just kind of want to curl up on the sofa or in bed and just relax. I'll tell you what, I wasn't totally sure on the outfit that I'm wearing when I got out of the wardrobe, but I quite like it. I always wonder if this shirt makes me look like the local ice cream man, which is that's a fine title to have. Nothing against ice cream men, but I'm not an ice cream man. But I'll tell you what, I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to wear my waterproof barber coat with this. I'll show you that in a second, but let me just give you a quick outfit of the day. Ralph Lauren shirt, followed by, I think these are from Next. I think they're from Next. And my trusty pair of Lokes. I could really do with a second pair of Lokes. Maybe in black, perhaps, or a different kind of tan. Quite happy with this. And let me just quickly show you what it's like with a coat. Oh, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Don't really need a. No, it does look at the weather at the minute. Told you before in these vlogs. January, February, March, April, things get better. But I don't like winter. It's just too bleak. Final outfit check. Hold on. Ta-da! The car park was full, so I said, I'll park out here. Mum's going, you won't get in there, you won't get in there. What do we think? Not too bad. Thank you. Have you seen that they do a Biscoff martini? Do you like Biscoff?
I'm not overconfident.
That sounds nice. Vanilla vodka and Biscoff syrup, shaken over ice with milk. Biscoff garnish.
No, I mean, I just think that it might...
Oh, thank you. Cheers, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Grab the brownie.
So during the summer, behind the viaduct over there, is a lovely little dog walking route you can go on. And there's a stream, which you can see just over here, that goes all along the dog walking route, which is really pretty in the summer, but this time of year, absolutely bleak. So I didn't have a starter. I was about to say for starters I had, but I didn't have a starter. Main course I had battered halloumi and chips, which was really nice, with some peas on the side and a tartar sauce. I don't normally like halloumi, but I've not had it in a while, and a battered halloumi I quite liked, so that was good. And for dessert I had a Biscoff cheesecake with vanilla ice cream and white chocolate sauce, which was really good.
Do you want to put your belts on before I...
You're in my bloody wage.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Sit on the roof?
For the purposes of my vlog, would we all recommend the Swan?
Oh yes,
Yes.
lovely. Absolutely.
We all enjoyed our
I enjoyed
lunch.
mine.
Marvellous entertainment and musical food.
There's a choir as well, wasn't there?
A
There was-
lovely
there was
choir.
a choir.
With some children that were perfectly well behaved.
Very, very angelic.
Come on then! Come on then! Come on then! Oh, get your toys! Hello! Who's it? Hi!
How are we doing, guys? It's 11:30. I've got my favourite mug. Look at that. I don't think I've shown you guys on the vlog before. This mug, Greatest Dad. That is my mug. My little child got me it for my birthday. Let me just grab him because he's currently sitting next to me. There he is. There's the baby. I had a nap this evening. I didn't go shopping. I did consider going shopping. I was telling you guys earlier. I think I told you earlier that I was tempted to go and do my grocery shop, but I didn't do it because I was just absolutely exhausted when we got back from our lunch. Yeah, about 6 o'clock. Went upstairs for about 2 hours. And I had a nap, which now means I probably won't sleep when I go to bed shortly, which isn't great. I hope you have enjoyed watching this vlog. If you've got any questions about the hair transplant stuff, please do leave a comment or send me a message and I will certainly get back to you. I've built a bit of a wealth of knowledge when it comes to hair transplants now over the past 5 years. So I don't know everything, but there's a fair bit I do know about hair transplants. So if you've got any questions, hit me up with those questions. I hope you have enjoyed spending Saturday with me. It's been a fairly chilled Saturday, not too much going on, which is quite nice because the last couple of weekends have been pretty busy and full on, so it was nice to kind of chill a little bit today. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Au revoir. Goodbye.